Hello everyone, welcome to Coverage Cafe. Here are 10 tips to improve your English conversation skills. This is Priya and let's get started. Tip number 1. Think positive, be open-minded. This way, when you talk, you will have the listener's attention. Tip number 2. Approach a conversation with enthusiasm. When you speak, the listener will feel cheered and welcome. Tip number 3. Maintain a pleasant disposition. Remember, happiness is contagious. It will make the other person's day and the listeners will be glad to have a conversation with you. Tip number 4. Do not speak louder than the person. Match the pace of your speech. If you're not matching your loudness, your behavior may come across as impolite or aggressive. Keep a balanced tone and moderate loudness. This way, you can have a relaxed conversation. Tip number 5. Give verbal acknowledgement or repeat some of the short phrases if you agree with the other person. This makes the other person feel important and he will be interested in continuing the conversation with you. Example: Yes, I agree with you. Of course it is. Definitely. You're right. So true. It sure is a beautiful piece of art. Tip number 6. Ask appropriate questions to know more. Example: Open-ended questions such as, how was your stay in Delhi? Tell me more about the conference you attended last month. Tell me about your job interview. And closed-ended questions such as, do you agree with me? Is this a good presentation? Do you like the subject? And so on. This way, you can make small talks and also involve the other person in your conversation. Tip number 7. A successful conversation is two-sided. Everybody wants to have an opportunity to speak. Allow the other person to speak. If he is hesitant, involve him or invite him in your conversation by asking his opinion, by asking him a question, or asking him for his suggestion, and most importantly, give him time to respond. This way, the other person will want to have a conversation with you again and again. Tip number 8. Do not cut the conversation when the other person is talking. Listen intently. This is the best way to show that you are interested in having that conversation. Tip number 9. If you are the one starting the conversation, state the intent. Ask the other person if they have a few minutes so you can have a particular conversation. This will generate interest and the other person will have a genuine talk with you. Tip number 10. Avoid being aggressive. Avoid sarcasm and respect the opposite person's point of view, even if you disagree. This way, you can avoid being a know-it-all. As always, there is a bonus tip. Always address the other person by his name. People like to hear their name. This will make them feel important. Have a great conversation. Thank you.